edition of the G3 Boardroom, a little bit pared down today because we're going to be talking about a two-player game that Jason and I actually played at a brand new gaming convention called Nerdfest here in Michigan, put on by the fine folks at Gamecasters Podcast. And the name of the game is Kuiperium, and it's not even out yet. It comes out on Kickstarter in February of 2023, and we were able to meet one of the designers, Matt Cousineau, and demo this game. That's not even on Kickstarter yet. We're going to talk about the game and tell you about the game, but first, let's hear it from Matt Cousineau himself about Kuiperium.
Kuiperium is a space mining themed worker placement tableau builder, where each player is playing cards into their tableau on their side of the board. But every card that you play creates a worker placement location that only your opponent can use. So really that's the hook or the crux of the game, is you're playing cards, but then every card you play is giving an opportunity to your opponent to abuse that card. So it's very much a 1v1 tactical, strategic card game with some worker placement, some take that, some push your luck. Primarily, you're trying to build up your board, trying to gain those advantages and create some synergies and strategic advantage over your opponent while doing the best you can to limit their opportunities. Because like I said, the crux and the hook of the game is that every card you play creates a worker placement location for your opponent.
So that was Matt. Matt's a good guy. I really liked him. We bothered the tar out of him. We asked a bunch of questions. We kept having him come down and talk to us. But even though I think he's a great guy and I did like the game, we're not being paid at all to do this. We're just doing it because we enjoyed the game and we wanted to get our opinion out there about it. So yeah, Matt, nice guy, very knowledgeable. Was proud of his game. The copy we looked at, it wasn't the final copy. There were some artistic changes that are going to be made, but overall, the stuff I saw was very nice looking. It was very attractive, and I really did enjoy this game.
I mean, I love the art on this game. The incredible art on this game.
Very nice looking.
And what was funny is that the images you see that I shot with my phone when we were there, these images are from the prototype that came from the manufacturer, and Matt had not seen it until this
like
convention.
the day before he was playing it.
Yeah, because he didn't want it to. He was afraid of it getting caught up in shipping and not getting to him on time, so he had it shipped directly to the Gamecasters for Nerdfest. And so the first time he saw it in real life was was right there.
Yeah.
And the artwork on that I just thought was amazing. There were a few things that everything that we any of the problems that we had with the game are all things that he already knows, and they're already being fixed.
Yeah,
like
one
thing,
it's already being addressed. Yeah.
One thing that was sort of a challenge was that the font size on some of the cards was, it's kind of small. He's like, yep, we know that, and it's getting fixed.
Being addressed, yeah.
And so, but yeah, it was a beautiful game. One of those gloriously simple games.
Oh, I don't know. It was easy to learn the mechanics.
Yes, yeah.
I shouldn't have cut you off. I should probably let you finish. But I thought it was easy to learn the mechanics, but the depth of strategy involved, because I'm playing cards for me, but they're also cards for you, because I'm playing the cards for the benefit for myself, but you're placing your workers on my cards, and so when you pull those workers off, you're getting benefit as well. So when you look at a card, you got to say, okay, this is going to help me, but is it really going to help him? And you kind of get into that internal struggle about whether or not you want to do something that's going to obviously benefit your opponent. I
kind of like that piece of the backstory, that the two corporations are trying to save the world, but they're going to try to make a profit on it too, like true business fashion.
If I can save the world and put you out of business at the same time, so much the better.
Yeah, and not necessarily in that order.
Right.
But it's interesting that every card that I play that benefits me, is also going to be benefiting my opponent. And so it's an interesting dynamic. We don't play a lot of two-player games on the G3 boardroom. I mean, because there's three of us, and all three of us just we kind of see gaming as a larger social type thing instead of kind of like a one-on-one. But Kuiperium really stood out as something fun, and that's why we kind of wanted to do this.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. I did enjoy, even though it's competitive and everybody knows that I'm much more into cooperative games, I enjoy the competitive aspect of this. I'm sure, there's a little bit of engine building in there, and we all know Dave, our third guy. Dave is a big time engine building dude, and so he'll play this game and he'll just steamroll you. He'll kill you. But, you and I are pretty evenly matched, and so,
right.
The game was well balanced for us. It got down to the end. We were both on the last spot, and I just happened to pull it together before you did. And I think after all was said and done, we kind of counted it out, and it looked like you needed like 2 more turns in order to pull off your grand finale. I just beat you to that punch. I was a little more set up, but and that's another power in this game when you're stealing people's turns.
That was I figured you were wondering what that was. That's Dave behind the camera. His phone is listening to Waze or something back there. Thanks, Dave.
It was Siri.
It's Siri. And welcome to the G3 Boardroom. I'm Jason. This is Jason. That's Dave and Siri over there.
But the game was well balanced, and that's another aspect of this game. If you can figure out a way to steal turns and steal actions from the other player, you're putting them that much farther behind. And I remember there were a couple things that I would do that would cost you an action, and that can be, in a close game, it's devastating if you're missing an action.
Yeah, and it's nice that someone can get way ahead, but then someone's going to catch up. You look at this game board here where you're moving across. Each of these numbers represents how many points you need to get to advance to that next. The next spot. As you advance closer to the finish, it gets up to 4 and 5. Mm-hmm. So you really need to start planning out your moves ahead of the people that are next to us. There was a huge gap between those two players.
Uh-huh.
But then at the end, when we had come together at the end, they had come together at the end also. So I think that's also the sign of a good game where if you're a little bit behind, you're not out of it.
Yeah, no one likes to play a game where you feel like you're totally out of it. But that's another thing about this game. Even if you felt like you were totally out, it can be a very fast game. It can be quick. And so you're out maybe this round. Okay, I'm going to get you next game. It's nothing to reload and play again.
What did it take us? 45 minutes to play?
I think so.
And
we were learning it.
Yeah, and we had a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And it's funny because before we even started, and props to Matt for sticking to his guns. And that's really important when you're designing a game or leading any project really. We were kind of, before the game even started, we said, so are you looking for input here? Are you looking for our take? And he was kind of like, no, not really. We're good. Which told me 2 things. One, he's sticking to his guns, had a plan, stuck with it, and 2, that they play tested the heck out of this thing, and it is ready to go.
It's already going to print. It's already getting ready for all that stuff, and so it's beyond our ability to impact anything. And
right.
And you guys know us; we've never had an unexpressed opinion. But no, it's solid. It's ready to go.
But that's good because there's been some games that have been out for a long time that we played. Like, who play tested this?
Yeah, and why isn't this different? Yeah,
right.
It's can be interesting. But no, I really enjoyed this game. I will consider backing it on Kickstarter so I get my copy, assuming I don't win the free copy from the raffle at Gamecasters Nerd Fest.
That's right.
Which I think I would have been informed by now. So looks like I'm buying retail or buying Kickstarter.
Yeah. I if you're into 2-player head-to-head games, even if you're not, we're not, and we had a really good time with it. I would humbly recommend this game. Even if you're not going to back the Kickstarter, look for it and buy it when it comes out retail.
I don't do anything humbly. I would loudly endorse the game. I enjoyed it. You being humble.
All right. Well, let us know if you are going to back Kuiperium, or if you had a chance to play it too. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Like, subscribe, comment. Not asking much.
We'll see you next time.